This week I received the latest issue of the journal for the RSA. I always find it interesting, but this issue really particularly resonated with me. The topic weaved throughout all of the issue was social mobility. And it resonated with me with the work that we do and the work that we're encouraging businesses to do when it comes to supporting vulnerable customers. So I thought I'd just share my thoughts in a little video with you today. um, if you're not familiar with social mobility, this is the shift in individuals, families, households, and a shift in their social status. So it's them moving from one social status to another. And the journal focuses on three key aspects of that social mobility. And there are a lot of aspects that can influence people's social status and even the shift from one status to another. But the three things that really came out for me in the journal today were education, transport, and environments. So I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts of what I took away. So the first one is education. So it's thinking about people's access to and engagement with education. And potentially when we think of education, we think of students, we think of young people accessing school or college or university environments. But it's also thinking about as adults, how are we continuing our education? How are we continuing to learn and develop? So it's thinking about access to and engagement with education. So thinking about improving and increasing skills with communication, whether that communication is effective and successful. Thinking about financial skills, managing finances, managing budgets, managing bills, staying out of debt. Thinking about problem solving, accessing the digital world, having that digital ability to navigate online services and products, but also thinking about how we interconnect with each other, having those skills to be able to connect and collaborate with each other and those around us. So they were my thoughts with regards education. The next one in the journal was there was a big focus on transport and the impact of the ability to be able to design and build inclusive, accessible infrastructures so that people can get around, they can connect, they can get to work, they can get to environments where they can connect with other people and potentially feel safe. And I know I'm seeing a lot of posts and a lot of comments on LinkedIn from people who are disabled who are saying that it's not their disability that disables them, it's actually the environment that they're in that is causing that disability. And I see that when, especially with regards to transport, when I'm going into and out of London, catching the tube, you can really see actually for a lot of people, it's not accessible. It's not available to them. So I think we've got a lot of work to do with regards to transport, making sure that people can get out and about, they can get to the places that they need to get to safely and in a format that works for them. And then the third one is environment. So, continuing the theme with transport, but it's actually creating those environments that are safe, inclusive, and universally acceptable. So it's creating environments that work for everybody, not just for a few, but for everyone. So they were the key themes that I took out from the journal. Um, and as you can probably even just sense from my video today, that vulnerability is weaved throughout social mobility. Can we create those environments where people do feel safe, safe to disclose, safe to ask questions, safe to navigate their environments? Um, are we creating opportunities for them to connect, to collaborate, to problem solve, to develop those skills and be able to use those? Are we empowering people? Are we creating autonomous opportunities for people to get involved. Um, I think overall the answer is no, we're not. There's still a huge amount of work that we need to do. I know with regards to vulnerability space, we are working with a lot of businesses, but I think also as society, outside of our businesses, what can we do to create those environments? So um, just a few thoughts that I wanted to share with you. I know that this is definitely something that I want to focus on a lot more, and I'm going to be bringing it to my training courses and start building those discussions around social mobility. So perhaps if you're not familiar with social mobility, maybe just do a little bit more research on it and join in the discussion. Feel free to share your thoughts and comments, in this video. But um, if we're not talking about things that aren't working for people, then nothing's going to change. For many people, they may not be able to get their voice heard. They may not be able to articulate what they need in certain situations. So if we can be their mouthpiece, if we can get their voices heard, then potentially we can start creating a society where everyone is able to access everything in the way that works for them. So just wanted to share those thoughts with you today, and let's start the conversation.